Right now, Black Friday has come and gone, but do shoppers still think today's deals are that big of a deal? Plus, one of Madison's oldest bookstores is shutting its doors. How the owners are turning the page on this chapter in history. And 10 years of lighting the holiday tree in Edgewater. How the community and organizers are starting the season merry and bright. Welcome to News 3 Now at 10. Thank you for joining us tonight. The Wisconsin Elections Commission has officially certified Donald Trump's presidential victory in the dairy state. Commission Chair Ann Jacobs certified results that show Trump with over 1,697,000 votes against Vice President Harris, who received just over 1,668,000 votes. There was an exact difference of 29,397 votes. The certification was done in a simple 6-minute telecall and was not met by false claims of inaccurate results and voter fraud. And the battle for Paul Bunyan's acts is the most played rivalry in the history of college football. But today, there was even more on the line for the Badgers. Our Andrew Banstra is in studio with more. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, Armand, beating Minnesota and keeping the Axe in Madison is always everything every year for Wisconsin football. But this year, they had to beat the Gophers if they wanted to become bowl eligible. Luke Fickell trying to avoid the unthinkable for Wisconsin, but by the third, the real possibility of losing this one was front of mind. Max Brosmer puts it only where his big tight end can get it. Wisconsin loses. Minnesota takes the Axe back to the Twin Cities. Final score 24-7, and the Badgers, despite a miracle, will not be going bowling.
Been coaching for a good while, playing this game for a good while, and I don't know that I've been in a situation like this, to be honest with you. So we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of things we got to get done. We got a lot of things we got to fix up and correct, and unfortunately we'll have a lot of time to do it, but it starts with checking ourselves first.
And coming up in sports, we will take a deep dive into the state of Wisconsin's program as we sit today, which seems to have officially hit rock bottom.
Tough loss there, Andrew. Thank you. Well, a chilly day, and it looks like it's going to get a lot colder. Meteorologist Blaze Keller out on the weather patio with the first warm forecast. It seemed like White Friday instead of Black Friday out there, Blaze.
Yeah, you know, we have that little bit of snow on the ground, a couple of flurries out and about on Thanksgiving especially, and actually some folks even got some power plant effect snow, kind of ranging from the Portage area all the way back into Beaver Dam. We have a whole write-up about how the power plant, the Alliant Energy Power Plant, actually helps create some snow. By heading over to our website, you can read about it. It's in our Beyond the Barometer section, in the weather section. Temperatures right now are in the teens for the most part. A bit of us beginning to cool off into those low teens, kind of approaching the upper single digits there around Camp Douglas. The Dells coming in at 14, 18 in Middleton, 17 in Stoughton, as well as in McFarland and Madison, Deerfield and Sun Prairie, as well as Belleville. But it does feel slightly cooler than that, to say the least. We all feel like we're in the single digits, and it's going to feel like the single digits below zero as we're waking up maybe early on Saturday. Keep the coat handy throughout the day because it will only feel like we're getting just slightly above zero. And then as we go into your Saturday night, we're expecting another night, early morning Sunday, where our wind chill values, or what it will feel like, is going to be below zero. So the coldest of the cold air is overhead right now. The clear skies, as you're seeing here over the next 12 hours, not to mention the northwesterly winds. That's the reason why it is going to be so cold, not only tonight, but into your Saturday night as well. We're headed into those upper single digits to low teens. We're going to track out when we could see our next chance for some actual measurable snow in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services is warning of salmonella linked to cucumbers. 3 people in Wisconsin and 65 people across 18 other states have been infected with the strain of salmonella. The FDA says the cucumbers were sold by Sun-Fed Produce and shipped to 26 states, including Wisconsin. Anyone that has cucumbers with the sticker that says Sun-Fed Mexico should throw them away. Affected produce was sold between October 12th and November 26th. Well, Black Friday typically brings some post-Thanksgiving chaos to malls across the country, but you still need to put in all of that work to get the deals. Our Maddie Heimsch takes us to the storefront.
When you think Black Friday, you might think cheap electronics, 3 a.m. lines, and pushing and shoving through the mall.
A lot of people remember the days when this was a major event and that you would have lines out the door, massive deals.
But in 2024,
that's really not the case anymore.
I feel like it's gotten smaller. Usually it's busier.
A lot less people.
Yeah.
It's just not as hectic.
I feel like there's less enthusiasm towards it.
shoppers at Westtown Mall say they've noticed the big deals aren't just for 24 hours like they used to be.
You would see like people were crazy, and now I feel like there's just deals like all week and Cyber Monday, and everything's online too. So I don't know. I feel like it's not as crazy.
UW-Madison professor of consumer science Cliff Robb says it's true that companies are relying less on the day itself.
I think consumers have realized that it's not really today that matters as much.
Robb says several other factors are to blame for the taming of the corporate holiday, like online shopping, influencer and social media marketing, and a push towards experience-based gifts over material ones.
Consumer goods are still going to be, highly valued, but it's not the same draw as it used to be.
And much of it simply has to do with how people are feeling about their wallets.
And we're not seeing this kind of environment in which consumers are like giddy to give away their money. They're very, I think, deal conscious.
The Consumer Sentiment Index, a measure of how shoppers feel about their personal finances and the economy overall, hit an all-time low after the pandemic and has since been slowly climbing back.
It's up from last year, but it's still in a very average place.
But Robb says during the holiday season, major spending will likely happen either way.
But this time of year, again, tends to defy general consumer spending logic, where people, even those that are feeling economically constrained, stressed, worried about money, there's this kind of sense of but this is the time of year when you make sacrifices.
We just don't need to camp out on the sidewalk anymore to make them. Reporting in Madison, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. And it's the final Black Friday for one Madison staple. After 70 years on State Street, Paul's Bookstore announced it's getting ready to close this chapter of local history. But customers say its legacy is one you'll have to read to believe.
Vibe that no other place has. It's just the smell, the look. Covers from publishers that don't exist, like a different time.
You do squeeze through time as you squeeze past the corners of the tall wooden bookshelves.
Postcards that have arrived, fun things that we found inside of books. A lot of the pictures here are former employees. Yep. Lots of UW students have come through here.
Now customers are flipping through their own memories before heading to the register to hear
Thank you for shopping Paul's Books.
Some for the final time.
My mom, my aunts, my uncles all went to school here too. I knew I just had to stop into Paul's one last time while it was still here.
It's been really gratifying to hear that it's been important in people's lives. I feel like I kind of knew that, but it is really gratifying. And just as the kid of the owners, it's really meaningful.
The titular Paul now watches over the stacks of books Martha used to run through as a kid.
My dad was Paul Askins, and he founded the bookstore. He founded it before I was born. I'm wondering now if it might be the oldest business in Madison.
Paul and his wife Carol opened the bookstore in 1954, moving it around before settling on State Street. Carol took over in 1975 when Paul passed away, collecting more than just books over the years.
We've got science, math, we have a good music section. Our magazine collection, I think, is really spectacular.
I love collecting old National Geographics, and I've never seen such an expansive selection here. It's kind of silly. All these books here have stories. I like used books a lot, and it's a much more sustainable way to shop for books.
Working mostly from home now, Martha says her mother has decided to retire and close the store in February.
Yeah, shelve it. Well, really, it's a matter of time.
Like any good read, customers don't want it to end.
I was shocked. I was really, really upset.
Whatever's going on in my life, whatever I have, just bugging me. I can always come here and I just feel calm and safe.
But Paul's story can't be contained into covers.
I think of this as my mom and dad's legacy, and I'm just super proud of that.
Askin says right now they hope to sell as much of their inventory as possible before February. Well, when we come back, another look at your first warn forecast and tips on handling the holidays when a loved one is no longer with us.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere, and enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
What if Juliet got a second chance at life after Romeo and Juliet, created by the Emmy-winning writer from Schitt's Creek and pop music's #1 hitmaker, playing November 26th through December 1st at Overture Center.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
The days are shorter and the chill is setting in. Is your home ready to face the cold?
Feldco's energy-efficient windows can save you money and keep you warm this winter. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no money down and no interest until 2026. Specifically designed for the Midwest, our windows are also backed by nearly 50 years of experience in the industry.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now. Moving forward for you. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The holiday season is one of the most joyous times of the year, but for those dealing with grief, it can be a painful reminder of loss. WDBJ7 anchor Nadia Singh spoke to a social worker who says there are things you can do to help, and those things range from asking for help to treating yourself and maybe even getting away. The holidays can be stressful with all the hustle and bustle, but those healing from loss may have a harder time.
Think about lost loved ones and, wishing they were here, wishing you could spend this time with them.
That's what some of Courtney Sandra Scott's clients deal with every holiday season.
It can definitely be a difficult time for people with as much fun and the lights and the music.
Things most of us can't live without. But for those dealing with loss, addiction, or depression, these signs of happier times can be devastating.
It's a time for family and friends and sharing love and camaraderie and being around people that you care about.
Larry Collins lost one of those people several years ago, but says the feeling of loss never fully goes away.
My mother's passed away, but this was her favorite time of the year. And every time this time comes around, I think of her.
Holidays sometimes remind us of those loved ones who aren't around anymore.
They're still there. I never forget that. The way that she loved that. She had to have a real tree. She had to have a turkey and stuff, and family members around.
Sandra Scott recommends making new traditions.
Spend the holiday talking about them, keeping them alive through sharing of memories. Volunteer somewhere, donate some items, just anything to get yourself out and about and doing something positive.
She had to have a cedar tree, you know what I mean, because it made the house smell so good.
Collins has this advice for helping with the holiday blues.
Put more meaning on other people, you know, showing that closeness and being friendly.
And the Mayo Clinic says that most people deal with grief differently. There are common signs to look out for. They include getting tired more easily, having trouble eating or sleeping, or being more sensitive to those around you. A health expert at the Mayo Clinic recommends the day starting with small tasks like getting out of bed, getting dressed, and eating breakfast are good places to start. Well, now that Thanksgiving is over, officially, Edgewater is bringing in the holiday season. Just hours ago, the hotel lit up their Christmas tree in downtown Madison. Tanisha Shaw has more on how the community switched on the cheer.
The Edgewater is stepping into the holiday season with their 10th annual Christmas tree lighting. This event brings the community together with several live performances. This is Luca Bentley. He performed with Madison's very own Black Star Drumming.
I mean, I love it. I've been performing ever since I was like a little kid, like 3, and I loved it.
At this point, you could say he's a regular to the holiday festivities.
I think this might be my 2nd or 3rd year, but I've been playing drums for 5.
Bentley says spending events like this with loved ones is what brings the holiday magic.
I just like the feel of it and everyone's laughing and having fun.
Others agree.
I like watching people celebrate it because it looks really cool. And the Christmas trees are very unique.
For us, as you can see, there's lots of kids and family fun, lots of activities. It's just really fun to welcome the community into the Edgewater during this time to celebrate the holidays.
Talked to staff members who told me there are roughly 100 trees inside and outside of the Edgewater Hotel. This big bright one is just one of them, and all of the trees will be up until the end of January. Reporting in Madison, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.
Thanks, Tanisha. Looking very holly and jolly. Edgewater told us they'll start planning for their 2025 Christmas tree lighting right away tomorrow. What about you, Blaze? Do you have your tree up already?
I do not, because I've got 2 cats and they will definitely climb that tree, and I don't want to deal with that. But I know some folks maybe have already got that tree up. Definitely feels more like winter out there. We started out November rather warm. Actually, we spent a lot of November on the warmer than average side, but now we're beginning to cool on down with that cooler air. Really the heart of it overhead, not only tonight, but into your Saturday night as well. That's the reason why our wind chill values will be below 0, not only tonight, but also Saturday into early Sunday. Now we'll see sunshine as we go further into your weekend, but our next chance for snow does look to arrive as we go later into the day on Tuesday, or at least that's the earliest chance we have to maybe see some snow move back into not only the Midwest, but into parts of Wisconsin. So we're going to see more sunshine across central parts of the state tomorrow. Further to the south and west, probably going to be becoming more partly sunny as the day goes on. Temperatures, as you can see there, ranging from the upper teens to about the low 20s. A little bit cooler than average. Some of us by about 20 degrees or so. So it is going to be on the chillier side. Not to mention northwesterly winds are going to make it feel like we're going to be most likely in those single digits above 0 as we head into your Saturday afternoon. So let's jump ahead to next Tuesday, because again, that's the next chance we have to maybe see some snow move into parts of the Great Lakes region. We're going to watch out of the northwest a quick little clipper system begin to move into the area as we go overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. This is the European model, and as you can see, it starts to bring a little bit of snow across southern parts of the state as we go Wednesday night into or Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then we'll see wraparound flurries as we go throughout the day Wednesday into Thursday as that low pressure system moves on out of here. The GFS, our other really long range model, kind of has a very similar situation setting up here, but it has that low pressure center maybe a little bit further to the north. So for folks who want the snow, we want that low pressure system center somewhere over in this area so that those southerly winds move up that moisture. It interacts with that cooler air there, and then it falls more across southern parts and central parts of Wisconsin versus further north. The further north that low pressure system center is, the more warm will likely be, and that's going to be moving that snow that much further to the north as well. So you can see, again, our best chance is going to be later into the day, Tuesday into Wednesday, and then we'll continue to see that chance for flurries as we go into not only your Wednesday, but Thursday as well. Those northerly winds maybe will kick up a little bit of flurry action as that low pressure system moves on out of here. But stay with News 3 now. We'll keep you guys updated because, again, we've still got a couple more days left to get some more data and really determine where this Tuesday system is going to move on through here. But otherwise, we're going to stay quiet. We'll hang out in the 30s Wednesday and Thursday. Then we're back into the 20s to round out next week.
And still to come in sports, full highlights from a battle for the axe that left the Badgers bludgeoned. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Ready for the best Black Friday prices on household essentials? You'll find them at Fleet Farm. Doors open Friday at 5 a.m. with a free plush penguin for the first 500. Then enjoy great deals like KT Basic Blend Bird Seed for just $9.99. Diamond Crystal Softener Salt is on sale for $3.99 a bag. And premium hardwood fuel pellets are only $4.99 a bag. Plus, if you can't wait, early Black Friday shopping starts Wednesday at 8 p.m. online only. Only at Fleet Farm.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
I thought you two were going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison this afternoon.
No, we couldn't decide what game to play.
That's the great thing about Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. There is a myriad of games with a myriad of themes so you can find your perfect fit. Some machines offer free games, multiple spins, a bonus within a bonus, and multipliers. So many different ways to play means so many different ways to win. Find your perfect game at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger over a T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a deal, relax with some hydro massage feels. Instead of in-laws in your face.
Did you hear the owl?
Get some space at any of our 2,600 locations with the PF Black Card. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
For the second year in a row, winning the battle for the axe came with a big bonus prize for the Badgers if they could win. Win and you go bowling for the 23rd consecutive season. A loss and you hit your new rock bottom. Wisconsin put themselves in this spot by losing 4 straight, trying to avoid losing 5 straight for the first time since 1991. Minnesota, they made sure that happened early and often, already leading by a touchdown. make it 2. Max Brosmer tosses one of his 2 tutty passes on the day. It made it 14-0 Gophers, and that tune basically kept playing for the rest of the game. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Wisconsin in the red zone for the first time all day. It ends in points, but by this point in the game, it was way too little, way too late. Minnesota takes it 24-7, all but ending a season of all questions and no answers. Still, our Zach Hanley tried to get a few.
What would you call being outscored by your rivals 110-42? The simple answer is rock bottom. That's where it feels like Wisconsin is, but the Badgers believe they can dig themselves and the program out of it because of Luke Fickell.
Those that stay will be a champion, and you got to have people that believe in you. And I know it's hard. Having faith is things you can't see, and our job is to prove it. And we haven't done that, but we will.
There's no doubt that right now, things look dark. This hurts. But with that being said, I'm entirely optimistic in the program. I'm in full support of Coach Fickell. People might think that, it's the end of times, but, there's tough times, and I think that, we got a good group of people, and they know how to handle it.
He pours his heart and soul into every single day that he has with us. And so I have 100% faith in him that he's going to get this place in a good spot. 100%. I love the dude to death, and I thank him for everything that he's done for me and everything that he's done for the guys on this team, all the seniors. I'm not worried. I'm really not.
Technically, Wisconsin's streak of 22 straight seasons of going bowling isn't snapped yet. They could still get in at 5-7. And asked if they would accept an invite, well, Luke Fickell said yes. The only way to get better is to play. At Camp Randall Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
And Badger fans are everywhere, apparently, even in Maine. That's where the Wisconsin women played tonight. First period, Bucky on the power play, leaving plenty of room for Caroline Harvey to put down a textbook definition of a one-timer. Are you kidding me, KK? That deserves another look. Harvey's heater made it 2-0 early, but they weren't even close to done. Later, it's more Caroline Harvey weaving her way through the Black Bears like she's a park ranger. Another goal. The Badgers scored way more after that. They go on to win it 9-0. And the men, they were on the ice too, and even if it didn't come by quite as crazy of a score, it's pretty unusual for hockey. We'll get to that in a second. Kyle Kukkonen, he gets the penalty shot to go. That made it 2-0 in the first. They would follow up the women and put on a whopping of their own, taking it 7-1. We'll be right back.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
All right, let's go. I'll shop for the kids, and you get something for the dog.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Whether you're shopping for gifts or something for yourself.
Don't forget toys for the dog.
Rush in for Black Friday deals at Menards that everyone will love. Because when they're gone, they're gone.
Save big money at Menards.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543.
Come on, baby. Don't be like that.
We can get through this. I know we've had some hiccups, but I can't afford to lose you. A new furnace just isn't in my budget.
Worried about breaking the bank? Ask us about our monthly payment plans.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
Follow the beat of Butch Vig with Madison Magazine. How a kid with a drum kit became a visionary DIY producer, musician, and Grammy winner. The local legend tells all in a home studio sit-down. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. And the winner is Madison Magazine. Proud to earn 11 Milwaukee Press Club Awards for excellence in Wisconsin journalism. And the top prize for civic journalism in this year's National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
Wisconsin Broadcasters. Local, trusted, connected.
Well, if you're still figuring out what you want to do for a Christmas tree, local Christmas tree farmers are promoting the benefits of buying a tree, a real one, in-state. Wisconsin's Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection say that 800 tree farms in the state contribute $50 million to the economy in sales. Growers say trees absorb carbon dioxide and other gases while emitting oxygen for every real tree harvested to or planted in their place. And tree farms serve as habitats for wildlife. You know, all my life, I've never actually chopped down my own tree.
Really?
Nope.
I did as a kid, and now I have a fake one, and I was actually just thinking, I kind of feel like I should get a real one. It's kind of lazy to not. So maybe this is my sign. I don't know.
There's something about like the real tree smell.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You just cannot beat.
A candle can't replace it. No way.
It cannot.
Yeah.
And at least the weather will be quiet if you want to, Armand, go and chop down your first tree. Mostly clear to partly sunny conditions for your Saturday. A little bit cooler than average, to say the least. Keep in mind, even though we'll be in the 20s tomorrow, it'll feel probably more like the low teens, if not the upper single digits. And we'll slip below zero in wind chill values, not only tonight, but Saturday into Sunday as well. Monday, we look to be quiet. Probably going to be watching that snow chance on Tuesday with some flurries Wednesday, Thursday. We'll climb into the 30s midweek before ending next week back in the low 20s.
In that cold, I'll stick to a little Charlie Brown tree. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend.